Hey guys. Hopefully, you guys are able to see this. I'm a little early today, but so many people have been waiting for this. So let me just go and make sure everything looks good from the chat, on chat perspective, and we will get started. I hope you guys are doing good today. Yes, all right. Hey guys, hey LeakYou family. I love you guys. Thank you. So, I am a little early for this live. I scheduled it for 3, but it seems like any time in YouTube, if you try to leave a chat or a comment in the chat or whatever the case may be, they change the time. So I'm just like, you know what? F it. Let's just do this. Thank you, Hannah Bay. Thank you to all my new subscribers. Thank you, Tasha. Thank you on the toxic K takedown. Yes, that's what happens when you bully people online. It's not okay to bully people online. Hey, Chris, thank you. Guys, everyone, Chris Thorns is in the room. I recommend that all of you go and watch Chris Thorns' videos. He has been covering the Maleah Davis case, and he has also covered other cases, and he is just a good spirit. He's a really good person, and you guys got to go check his videos out. So please do that. The Chris Thorns Show. So what's going down in this live? We are going to talk about Kokea Jackson. Unfortunately, yesterday I could not get my live to work. It was a technical issue. We have had a really bad weather event over the weekend in Dallas, and all of ATTUverse was down. It was a really weird intermittent issue. So I actually made the decision to come into the office, and during my lunch break, I was going to do this live to make sure that I had all the connectivity I needed. So I know I'm a little early, and my moms were probably not expecting that. So let's just give it just a moment here. Give me a moment. And we're going to get started. Let's see here. Got almost 100 in the room. Okay, hold on. Let me give a wrench to somebody here who's going to be moderating in place for someone else. All right, Mark, you should be good now. All right, so let me just say hi to everybody in the room. I can't call all of you out because, you guys, there's so many of you in here. Usually I actually call out people in the room, say hello. But Shamira, if you could you mod for me today, sweetie? I just made you a mod. Can you please mod for me and keep sharing that? You guys also please share my second channel. I actually have a second channel and that I'm going to start building up. It's called LeakYou Crimes and Investigations. So you guys feel free to follow that channel as well. Thank you, Shamira. You should see you now have a wrench. I've been watching you for a while, so thank you very much. Red Rose, can you also mod? Because this show is going to be, there's a lot of people that's going to be in the show today. Red Rose, please, if you don't mind, I'd appreciate you. All right, guys, let's get started. So this is the way that I really like to do my shows. When I'm showing receipts and I'm showing information, I like to do it this way. And I did that Instagram live yesterday because there were so many people ready to see these facts and see these details. And it's just, I can't share my screen on Instagram live and all that. So we are going to get through this today, though, and I want to thank each and every one of you for joining. So first, let me start off to say this. I made a mistake when I interviewed Kokea Jackson. I think it happens to all of us. It can happen to any of us. I have to come out to all of you here on YouTube and retract a video that I put up. Some of you had reached out to me and said that you felt my video had been flagged. No, I took my video down. I actually took it down 2 days ago after I had received information after my interview with Kokea, and I was stunned. I was astounded. So I'm going to go through all of this with you. And Kokea is not communicating with me anymore. After I requested, her to actually send me the receipt purchase, she had showed me some itinerary and things like that. But after speaking with Brittany's sister, Natasha, it became evident that what she showed me was something that Natasha had provided to her. So she absolutely fooled me. And she fooled me so much so, you guys, I even donated in Cash after $151. And I have requested a refund from her. I have not gotten it back. So we are going to keep this factual, and we're going to stick to the facts. And before I get started, I want to say this. There are way too many people out here that has made this a circus. Maleah Davis does not deserve to be treated like, her death does not deserve to be treated like it is a circus show. What I am seeing on the internet is disgusting. People are out here scamming. They're setting up GoFundMe pages they're not authorized to do. They're clout chasing. They're mentioning names and videos and posts of people they've never even met. Clout chasing off the death of a little girl. And I find it to be absolutely disgusting. I don't understand why people can't just be factual, speak the facts, leave it at that. You don't need to clout chase. Just speak the facts. If you come out and you speak the facts and you speak your truth and your opinion of something, it doesn't matter how many views you get. My God, why are people so obsessed with that? Seriously. You guys know I don't monetize my channel. And I've never monetized my channel. But I was accused of that. And, honestly, everyone I talk to, they're like, why don't you monetize it? I just haven't. But, maybe I should. And I might consider doing so, because you know what? This takes a lot of work. It takes a lot of work to do these videos. I've spent hours editing. I've bought new equipment and all of that out of my own pocket. So for those of you who may be questioning whether, I monetize, no, I do not monetize right now. I've never monetized my channel. So I want to clear that up, because that is a lie that is circulating from someone who I will not speak that name. And if anyone in the chat speaks that name, my moderators already know what to do. So do not speak that name. We do not give clout chasers clout over here. Okay. So let's get started here. So let's talk about Kokea Jackson. I did an interview with Kokea Jackson, as many of you know, and the interview garnered, I think, like 4,000 views or something like that. And the only reason why I mentioned the view count is because 4,000 people seen it. And that means 4,000 people possibly seen that she had mentioned her Cash App name in it. I felt the duty to remove that video because I feel I was played. I feel I was duped by Kokea. She lied to me. I just can't. A lot of people rely on me for factual information, factual news and opinions that are, with facts. And I cannot, in good conscience, leave that video up, any part of it. The moment that you become questionable with your credibility in regards to multiple people saying they've not gotten their money back, or that you scammed them on Cash App, your whole credibility is in question to me. So that video will stay down. I will never bring that video back up. I will not be editing the clearer version. I will not be, speaking about Kokea Jackson after this. This will be the last time that I'll ever speak that woman's name. It's unfortunate, but it happens. Unfortunately, this is how it started. I want to tell you guys this because I want to let you know essentially what led up to this. I went down to Houston over the weekend for the walk for Maleah Davis. There was many events going on. I wanted to be a part of that. I've been, blogging about this case, coming to you guys, making videos about this case ever since it happened. And I wanted to be a part of that, because I felt in my heart, I just wanted to be there. So I caught wind of a woman, Kokea Jackson, who's doing all of these Facebook Lives. She was very, very viral with these Facebook Live videos she was doing. And needless to say, I was able to catch her on one of her lives. I requested to be in her live. And I asked her, can I come speak with you and interview with you when I come to Houston? She wasn't the reason I went to Houston, but while I was down there, I wanted an opportunity to speak with her. Needless to say, she said yes. She said that was fine, and that was that. So I got to Houston Saturday morning. I sat for 2 hours at a gas station waiting on her to give me an address to come to. I ended up meeting up with her at a place that I will not name, but it was her husband's place of business. And we, was able to do the interview there. What's important to note is I didn't know anything about plane tickets. I didn't know anything about Cash App scams or anything until after I went to Houston and got there. I got there and we went to this place and she was on the phone. She's the type of person where she's on the phone constantly. It's kind of hard to get her attention. And she was yelling and screaming and she was upset. She said that people were accusing her of stealing money. People were accusing her of scamming them out of money through using a Cash App. And I asked her why, what happened? And she proceeded to tell me, whoever just called me Nicole, you must know me. I seen that in the chat. I love you too. I don't know who the hell you are though. St. Louis Secretariat. Anyway, I asked her, what is going on? What are you so upset about? What is this about this Cash App that you're talking about on the phone? Because keep in mind, even when I pulled up for 15, 20 minutes or so, she was still on the phone talking to people. You've seen her on her lives, cussing, going on and on. And I had to wait and wait, for her to get done. And then she proceeded to tell me that, her family, someone in her family was angry with her, that she had got played. She had got lied to by Natasha, Brittany's sister, that people were accusing her of stealing, via Cash App and all of this. And I was like, well, can you show me, the plane ticket? Show me the itinerary that, of this plane ticket that you purchased. And so she showed me, this itinerary. And, usually during my lives, I share my screen like I'm going to do today. During that particular interview, it wasn't a place really that I could share that information with you during that time. You all know the quality of the video really sucked because she had no Wi-Fi there. So I had to use my phone as a hotspot. So I had, anything I did with my connectivity, there was just no way I could share it at that time because it was, the quality, you all know. So anyway, come to find out, I got a call. I got a lot of calls and a lot of emails after that interview. And everyone can't be lying, okay? So I started looking deeper into this. And, oh God, unfortunately, I got duped and I have to come onto YouTube. And you all know that I built my platform on credibility and facts. And I have to come on here and retract my video and say to you guys that I made a mistake interviewing her. I made an absolute mistake. And I own that. I think it can happen from time to time for sure. But is there any lessons learned in this for me? Absolutely. There are lessons learned for me from all of this on how I will proceed in the future with people if I choose to interview or if I choose to provide information. And so I want to be open and honest with all of you because that's just how I rock. That's how I roll. And so unfortunately for Kokea, there's going to be some things shared here today on this video that she's not going to be very happy about. But the truth is the truth. And for anyone that thinks that I'm beating her up, I'm not. I'm not beating her up in any way. Everything I'm about to share with you is public out there for anyone to get. And so except for the phone call that I'm going to share with you and the text messages that I'm going to share with you between her and I. I spoke to Natasha, Brittany's sister, and she provided me the entire text conversation between her and Kokea. And it's very obvious from that conversation that Natasha was waiting for Kokea to get back with her with the confirmation number. Natasha even went so far as to contact the airline with the flight information and confirmed that there were no plane tickets ever purchased in her name. I have that. I'm going to share that with you. She provided that to me. And thank you, Natasha, for that. So let's go ahead and get started. I'm going to share my screen out here and you guys are going to see, let me go ahead and share this out in a second. And we're going to start with my text message where I asked her to provide me an actual purchase. Like I want to see something on a bank statement. I want to see at this point, I want to see something. And you are obligated to provide this information. If you took money from people claiming that you were going to purchase that plane ticket, using that money, you're absolutely obligated to provide a purchase receipt, a bank statement. Even if you want to black out everything else around it, you are obligated to provide that. I asked her for this to send to me after the fact, even though I had viewed what I thought was this plane ticket for Natasha. She duped me. She absolutely fooled me. So let me go ahead and share my screen out here. All right. So as you can see, I have a whole folder on this lady. The first thing that I want to show you guys is the actual text message that her and that I actually sent to her. And I'm going to walk you through this. Okay. So Monday, on June the 10th, this was 2 days ago, I hit her up at 10:16 p.m. I said, hey, Kokea, that screenshot that you showed me with the plane tickets, is there any way you can send me the actual receipt showing you bought the plane ticket for Brittany's sister, Natasha? A lot of people are really putting heat on me and I want to shut them up. Now, please note that at the time that I sent this, I actually had already taken the video down. It's not that I was getting heat, but I wanted to just tell her that because I wanted her to provide this receipt. Now you can see she has an Android. She actually read my message. So after I sent this text to her, she called me, and it was so funny because I was actually at the time on one of her lives, recording my screen, capturing the live. And she actually called me during the live. Or while I was capturing the screen during, of her live stream. So I was able to capture the phone call, and I'm going to play that for you. Now, keep in mind, Texas is a one-party state. She's in Texas, I'm in Texas. I am not obligated to tell her that I'm recording my phone calls with her. So just know that for anyone who may question why that phone call was recorded. It was just happenstance that I was, recording my screen when that call happened. So you can see the next day even, I asked her, hey, Kokea, don't forget about sending me that receipt. Please, babe, thank you so much. I have not heard back from Kokea, okay? Now, I'm going to play a video for you real quick. This is the video of our phone call, or the phone call. She called me while I was literally live, or while I was literally capturing my screen. So I'm going to play this for you guys really quick. Give me a second. Let me just make sure the volume is good. And there we go.
Hey. I'm not trying to be. Hey. Fuck them people, because when I exchanged my tickets for the other ones, the man took the ones back. But I will send you the screenshots. I don't have time for that. My husband grandmother died, so all that shit they talking about, them people can kiss my ass. I'm after me like no tomorrow. Like that's Barbara with that shit. What? Yes, that's her. She loved you so much. She was so capping on your page, and no, ma'am. I got some more information on another activist. Him and her got into it. That man Alfonso Scott. Have you ever heard of him? Yes. I think he runs like investigations. Yes, him and her got it. He talking about following the suit on her. Him and her got into it real bad. That's her with that. Oh my God! What is she? She talking about you bad. Said that about money or something. Him and her got into it real bad. He said he's gonna call me in the morning, but like I told him, I'm not worried about them fucking people. My husband's grandmother died, and it's for me to make sure my husband good. Them people can kiss my motherfucking ass. Yeah, because I'm getting comments and all sorts of shit, and I'm like, man, let me call or text Kokea, because these fucking people are coming for me hard about these damn plane tickets, and I'm like, but my point is that like a lady told me today, Kokea, you ain't got to explain nothing to these people. Everybody got their money back, so what is the problem? And so you have to end up returning money back to these people. All them people got their money back. Everybody.
Okay, so
wow.
There we go.
One lady got $3, one lady got $5, one lady got $4. All the people got their money back. Damn. Well, yeah, send me whatever you got, and I'll just work with it. So Alfonso got. I'm really in. Why did Barbara and Alfonso? Did she say something bad about him? Did she say he was monetizing too? No, she didn't say that. No, she said that. She said that. What did she say? That she did tell him that she believed the tickets because she heard she said she told him she went back and listen to the live with Brittany's stepmom and me. She believed that, but she said she got mad by my people was attacking her. Yeah, that's what it was about. No, she never. Your live attacking your people. I don't know what she's talking about. She was going crazy on the people that was in your live stream. I don't know where that woman tells a lot of lies. She still got that video up. She threatened to shoot me, threatened to whip my ass. She was at that walk. I seen her look dead in her face, and she didn't say shit. She's scary. And I called her today. I said, you need to talk to me. Oh, no, girl, it's nothing. I need to talk to you. You need to go ahead and take care of your husband and quit worrying about all this other stuff because your husband is important. I said, well, you have anything to say to me? You know my phone number. Yes, I do. I don't have anything bad to say about you. But yet, I seen she had a live earlier tonight, and she was sitting up there saying, don't talk about Kokea in my live. I'm like, damn, what done happened now? Because I told her, you have anything to say to me? Mm-hmm. Oh, no. Wow. Okay. Well, yeah. But I will send it to you, though. It's not a problem. I got it in my other phone. I will send it to you in my other phone. But my husband's grandmother died, and he's trying to get some rest, so all that other shit. I just answered because I wasn't going to answer the phone, but I will send it to you. Thank you, baby. I really appreciate that because, you know me, I got to stand on facts and all that kind of stuff. So, I'm not going to let these people just, say things that are not true. You know what I mean? So, thank you. I'll be looking for it. So, thank you. I'll be looking for that. Okay. All right, baby. Have a good night. Okay. All right. Bye.
Okay. So,
We'll see.
All right. So you can see as the call ended, that was me saying, we'll see, because it was interesting because I was literally screen sharing, or I was literally at that time recording. I was going through all her lives and I was doing a screen capture on all of them. So I just want to make mention of this really quick, because I look in the chat every time, you know, I'm sharing a video. It's okay to curse in the chat. What it's not okay is to say any sort of vulgar, like defamatory words, like the N word, the W word, or, you know, to attack someone for their skin color, or these are the rules of YouTube. So, and try to refrain from using the F word if you can, but let's just keep it cool in the chat, okay? I want you guys to understand something. This is about justice for Maleah. That is my number one focus. The only reason I am making this video right now is, number one, I have to retract an interview I put up with her. Number two, I feel the same as you guys. This is about justice for Maleah. And in no way should anyone be scamming anyone else for money on Cash App, or tell lies that they bought plane tickets that they didn't purchase, which has taken the focus off of justice for Maleah. That is the whole point of this video right now. I have to come and retract to you guys. And when I put something out there, and that was incorrect, so I have to make that right. So there's your answer for those of you that keep asking that in the chat, okay? The focus is justice for Maleah for me. And that's, you know, the problem I have with a lot of these people out here doing videos, doing live streams. It's like some of them have forgotten what this is about. Seriously. So I'll leave it at that. So let me go back. I want to show you. So you heard the call. After that phone call, I reached out to Kokea again the next day, and I asked her to please provide to me, you know, don't forget, please send me that receipt. You can see that. 11:16 a.m. Hey, Kokea, don't forget about sending me that receipt. Please, babe. Thank you so much. I have not heard back from Kokea at all. She's not sent me anything. She's not provided anything to me. So I noticed that Kokea was doing lives, and she proceeded to do this particular live stream. I snipped this in which she was talking about these people accusing her. I want to show you this portion because we're going to talk about airline tickets and them being non-transferable and non-refundable, okay? This right here was a lie all in itself when she did this live. Oh, sorry, hold on. That is the video with Natasha. Hold on, I'm going to show you that in a minute. And that actually proves that Natasha actually called the airline to verify she never had a ticket purchased in her name. Here is the video with Kokea. Here we go.
I'm supposed to get up, put me some clothes on, go to the airport because it's a man I could talk to, and to get my money, try to get the money back. But the lady says it's not a promise that she can give me the money back. Maybe she can give me another flight that I can leave out and go somewhere.
Okay, so that's it of that. Now, the key to why I played that is that here's the deal. After 9/11, things changed. You can't just go down to the airport and get a refund on an air ticket, especially one that's from the past. You can't just go down to the airport and get a refund or transfer a ticket into your name, or even inquire on a ticket that's in someone else's name. If she would have purchased that ticket in Natasha Carter's name, what airline with security practices would have even given her any information about that? Think about this, guys. Think about this. No airline. You can't pick up the phone and call Delta and say, hey, you know, did so-and-so, you know, I need a refund on this ticket for so-and-so, and you're not even that person. That right there was like, red flag, red flag, red flag. I now want to show a video that Natasha sent to me. Thank you, Natasha. Natasha took the time to call the airline, with the flight number that Kokea had provided to her. And she verified that there was never a ticket purchased. There was no ticket at all for her whatsoever for any flight to Houston. There was no tickets purchased, okay? So I'm going to go ahead and play that really quick. Let's do this. Okay. So let's go on up, and here we go. This is about 2 minutes.
Don't have, all I have is an option of what flight I wanted to take, and that's the only thing that she texted me. She never texted me the confirmation number or anything with my name on it. She only texted me basically flight 737. I mean 1424, and then I'm supposed to change flights in Detroit and take 5956. I can barely read this. No, it was supposed to be yesterday. And this is why I'm calling you guys my last option, because I didn't know if I was supposed to be on that flight or not. And I was just trying to see Natasha Carter. And I was from Orlando to Houston, and I'm supposed to be switching planes in Detroit. Okay, thank you so much. I appreciate you. All right. You too. Bye-bye.
All right. Okay, so thank you, Natasha. That's Brittany Bowen's sister. She provided, this video to me as proof that no, there were never any tickets purchased. You guys just heard the airline. You just heard that person. You just heard them say she never ever bought any tickets. There was no tickets in her name whatsoever. So yes, she lied. In regards to the question about the shirts, she was making shirts. I did get a shirt from her. My understanding is she was asking for $13 per shirt, but she was really saying like, I'll take a donation, but you don't have to donate it. But her Cash App was said many, many, many times. And here's my problem. Even if she didn't intend to scam anyone, the fact that after you continued to take money from people and you knew that you had not purchased those plane tickets, that's where it becomes messed up. Kokea may have had good intentions from the start, you guys. And I think the chat is going a little fast. Hold on, I've never had to slow the chat down. I know exactly,
Hey guys.
hold on, shit. Let me go slow the chat down. I see it's going really fast. Hold on. And I'll try to talk while I'm doing it. The reality is that even if she had good intentions, you don't continue on with, doing something that you know is not right. You don't keep taking money, especially when you know you didn't purchase those plane tickets. And then you definitely don't turn around and then say Natasha lied and try to dirty up her name when all she was trying to do was just, work with you to get these tickets, and you've dirtied her name up. You're out here making this woman look like she lied and didn't want to come to Houston for the walk and all this stuff. But the reality is that that's just not true. It's just not. Again, it's very difficult to have to come out and make this video today. But it is what it is. And, so let's just keep going here. So now I want to let you all know that my team, I want to thank everybody, everyone, who you are, has been for the last 2 days doing so much research on this woman that I have so many receipts. It's pathetic. And so what I'm going to do now is I'm going to share with you Kokea's criminal record. And this is public information. Some may get angry with me that I'm doing this, but the reason I'm doing this is because it is directly related to what I'm talking about. And you will see what I mean. So this is all information that's available to anyone who takes the time to search it online. I know Kokea has been to prison for forgery and fraud. She's done time. She has no problem admitting she's done time if you've ever watched her lives. Now, again, this is about justice for Maleah. And it's unfortunate that I have to make this video. But again, I have to clear up the video that I did, and I have to make things right. I'm all about facts, and I just can't, I'm not going to just let someone, scam and make money off the death of a 4-year-old child. I refuse. And so I want to show you this here. And I'm going to, after showing this criminal record, I'm going to show you that I even cash apped and donated to her $151, and I have not gotten a refund back yet. So her criminal record started back in '97 for theft charges. This was a misdemeanor in Texas. There's the court case number. She then got an evade detention conviction, which was just a misdemeanor. It's a Class B misdemeanor. She then had another theft in 1999. She got deferred adjudication for that. It was a Class A misdemeanor. Then she got a state felony in 2002. This was a count 1, 2, and 3 of forgery. It was dismissed, but it's because she was convicted in another court. So she was actually convicted, but this particular charge was dismissed. And you know how when you get charged in multiple counties, they wrap it and roll it all up. That's essentially what occurred with that particular charge. She also pled guilty to a forgery charge in 1999. And so now you see why I'm showing this, okay? This goes directly to scamming. And maybe, people say her past is her past, but unfortunately, her past seems to be her present. So this is forgery in 1999. We have a failure to appear. It was dismissed because she was convicted in another case. This was in 2002. She had an enhanced forgery charge in 2002 in which she pled no contest. And usually when you get an enhanced forgery, that is because you've been convicted of similar crimes before. And so the state will enhance the charge on you. This was a first-degree felony. And she went to prison. She spent time in prison. She also pled no contest to fraudulent use and possession of identifying information. She was convicted on an additional count of forgery in 2003, in which she pled no contest, nolo contendere, felony, state jail felony. State jail felonies are up to 2 years in prison in Texas. She was convicted of an assault bodily injury, misdemeanor Class A in 2014, which really isn't related to scamming, but this is her record. She got, in 2008, a conviction for failure to ID and providing false information. And another theft charge in 2015 where she pled guilty. Misdemeanor, Class B misdemeanor. Our misdemeanors in Texas go CBA with A being the highest. So that was in the middle. She then had an additional theft, 500 to 1,500 in 2015, where she pled guilty. That was actually a Class A misdemeanor, the highest misdemeanor that there is, okay? So you can see there that her record directly relates to what I'm talking about and is the reason why I made the decision to show you that. And so it's disgraceful. It is, yes, Stacy, it is very disgraceful. It's unfortunate. It's unfortunate. So really quickly, I want to show you, what I did. I actually donated because I was under this impression that she was so sincere and so legitimate. And I donated to her. You can see here, this is, I'm not even blocking out the Cash App because if any of you guys actually Cash App her, you're crazy at this point. But at this point, I don't think it would be working. I know a lot of people are disputing it. And so anyway, I sent $1 first just to make sure it went through, like many of us do on Cash App. And then I donated $150. And I'm going to show you the specific payment that I made. And this is what I made it for. I said, for everything you have done for Maleah Davis, LeakYou. I donated to her Saturday at 11:17 p.m. It was completed. It went through. I sent her $150. I have not gotten my money back. And this is the dollar transaction that I sent. I ain't got that back yet either. Not even my dollar. I know she's claimed that she's returned $3 and $5 and $7 and $10. But it ain't going to be very easy to return $151. And I want my $1 too. So will I be talking to my bank about this? Yes, I will. I'm going to be investigating my options at this point to see what I could do to get my money back as well. When I donated this, I didn't expect anything from her. You can see why I donated it. I said, for everything you have done for Maleah Davis, period. That's in the story. I was under the impression there were plane tickets purchased. There was, the shirts that she was doing, all of that. And I know she did give away a lot of shirts, but I started getting suspicious when I went to the walk and she was not there. And I called her and I was like, why aren't you at the walk? And she said that, she slept or whatever, and she was tired and whatnot. And so, it is what it is. I mean, I can't, whatever. But I would think I would have been at the walk. I was there wearing the shirt that she actually made me. So, I didn't expect anything. You don't donate to expect anything. You donate because you do it out the kindness of your heart, period. So, I'm just trying to set the record straight here. And I want to make sure that nobody else gets scammed by this woman. Stop giving this woman attention. Like I said, this will be the last time I ever, ever, ever talk about this woman ever in life on my channel. So now what I'm going to do here is I'm going to show you the actual screenshots that were provided to me by Brittany's sister, Natasha. I have blacked out any identifying information. And as you can see here, Kokea and her were talking about the tickets. Natasha told her she wanted the ticket for 2 p.m. Kokea said, cool, Monday at 2 p.m. I need your mom information and how much luggage you guys will have. She said, well, what about a return ticket? Are we just going to wait until we get there? And I appreciate you so much. And thank you. I love you forever. She says, I have it covered, hon. She said, I'm just checking on what's going on because my mom wanted to know if you got the tickets so she can get to Florida and fly out with me. If you can't, we can cancel the trip. This is too much. She said, I'm going to send you the tickets. 1 second, driving. So you mean to tell me you can text and drive, but you just can't send her a damn confirmation number? You can't send her, anything, a picture, nothing? Come on, that don't even seem right. So needless to say, the next day at 10:22 a.m., and I'm going to keep it 100. You guys can see here, this is the entire conversation. Natasha gave me complete permission to use this. Thank you, Natasha. And she reached out to her. And at this point, she was just through with it. How can you forget after, it was 10 p.m. the night before? How can you forget? It's been 12 hours when Natasha sent this. Over 12 hours later, you still ain't sent this woman her ticket yet. Come on. Come on, guys. Let's be real here. She says, hey, good morning. I'm not sure what you were able to do, but I appreciate you trying to get us there. Our hearts were in the right place. I hope we get the truth and everyone involved goes to jail. Justice for Maleah. This is becoming a worse situation. Thank you. You will forever have a friend. Have a blessed day. Keep on fighting for Maleah. It's too much harassment. We thank you. If you need us, call us. I don't think it's a good idea coming right now. I'm going to try for the funeral at the end of this month. Thank you so much, sweetie. Kokea said, call me, please. What Kokea should have been doing is sending the confirmation number. Okay. Seriously. So Natasha was under the impression, and you can see this, that this lady was buying these tickets. She gave her a time. Okay. And asked her, hey, I'm checking in to see what's going on. And she never got that information from Kokea. There's no break or Photoshop in these messages. This is the entire message. I had to go through and make sure that there was no identifying information in here, in regards to Natasha. And so the other thing that I really want to, cover here is that even, so Kokea says, call me. And then Natasha responds back to her and they did have a phone conversation. But here's the thing. Kokea was live on Facebook and didn't tell Natasha she was live on Facebook. So Natasha's like, hey, girl, I didn't know you were on live with me and my mom. These people are at me like I'm withholding information. I'm just expressing how I feel. Fuck these people online. We have a purpose. She says, fuck them people. I will delete it. Girl, we right. Fuck them. Maleah forever. Okay. So Tasha did not, for those of you who need a little lesson on etiquette, if you are live with someone, don't make a phone call and not tell the person on the phone that you got to tell the person on the phone you're live and that people can hear them. That is a very disrespectful thing to do. Okay. And as you can see, I'm going through here and I'm showing you this itinerary, these flight numbers, that are listed underneath, which is very, very blurry. But if you zoom in enough, you can make it out. And this is, like I said, I played the video earlier. Natasha called to verify, that she verified it. You heard the call. So this here, what I'm sharing to you right now, this is another conversation that, was provided to me. Thank you, Natasha. This is, I screen capped out who this conversation was between. The person I know that's in here watching right now will know who they are. But I did not want to expose this person's information or their picture. So I blocked them out. But this is a conversation between Natasha and another lady who's been talking with Brittany and Jeanette and Kokea. And I'm pretty sure a lot of you can probably deduce from what I'm saying who this conversation is. But for those of you who can't, I'm going to leave it at that. So this person sent Natasha a message via Facebook or via Messenger. She says, lets her know, no, they are saying because of Kokea's live that you said flight times weren't correct. Her flight times and everything are right. She got to Massachusetts on time and back to Texas delayed because of the delay at Connecticut, but all of that was confirmed. Natasha says, I never said that. Now you've seen the text messages, right? Tasha never told Kokea anything about delays or, flights, not your, flight times. She never discussed any of that except to say, I want the ticket for 2 p.m. This woman then responds and says, the money they cash app Kokea from all over the place for y'all's tickets to get to Houston. Natasha responds and she says, wow, girl, I told her to forget about it. What the F? I didn't know she was getting money. People were trying to send me money in my inbox. And I said, no, I don't even have a Cash App, a PayPal, nothing. Now listen, Natasha has since came back and said that she did have a PayPal. I don't know if she lied. I don't know. But from speaking with her, she says that she had forgotten that she had set up a PayPal a long time ago. And, this is not about Natasha or her PayPal or anything. This is about Kokea. So I'm going to keep it at that. I'm just keeping it real with you guys. And I'm showing you this conversation. And the reason I'm showing you this is because you can see that even after Natasha told Kokea she wasn't coming, people were still sending Kokea money in her Cash App for these plane tickets. She said, I tried telling them. Tasha never said the flight times and dates were not right or were wrong. They are right. They believe Kokea's live. Okay, so that's all of that conversation. Now, really quickly, let me get back on camera here. So, you guys, there were never any tickets purchased for Natasha to come to Houston, unfortunately. Unfortunately, even I was duped. I donated, to what I thought was a good cause. And so I want to make it very clear here that please do not Cash App this woman anything anymore. Please stop feeding into this. Matter of fact, what needs to really happen is the circus needs to die down. There are so many people that are clout chasing off of this story, that are lying, saying they know people that they don't know. They're throwing, they're dropping names as if they're, popular and they're in and, good with YouTubers and all this stuff. No, it's not true. I've spoken to some of these people. They're like, I don't even know this person. On top of that, we've got people that are lying. I've seen fraudulent GoFundMes. I got one taken down. I did a video about that in one of my previous lives. You can go back and look at it. That GoFundMe was taken down immediately. There are fraudulent GoFundMes out there. The Davis family has been very clear. Only provide or fund the GoFundMe in which the Davis family shares. No others. No others. Enough, you guys. For you people out there that are making money off the death of this child, stop it. Stop it. For those of you out there clout chasing off the death of this child, stop it. Stop this shit. Stop it. It's not okay. It's not fucking okay. It disgusts me. And I hate that I feel like I got wrapped up into this in a little way. But my vision is clear. My focus is clear. This is about Maleah. I just want to put that message out there. And I want to make sure that you guys don't get scammed either and don't get duped like I did. It's hard for me to come out and make this video. Honestly, it's difficult. This is, we get it wrong sometimes as video bloggers, and sometimes we make mistakes. And it was an absolute mistake for me to ever have even interviewed her. Absolute mistake. And I own that. But I'm here making it right. So, I just, for those of you that are like, that are saying, keep the focus. I'm already doing that. Unfortunately, I've even been threatened with physical violence recently over the weekend. A woman threatened to shoot me. That video has been taken down. A woman threatened me with physical violence. I mean, come on, you don't own a story. This is about justice for a little girl. And I find it very disturbing that people and other bloggers can't run and cover the same stories without always catching heat and issues with other people because they think it's a competition, and it's not a competition. This is not a competition. This is about putting out facts. This is about getting people behind bars that should be behind bars for the death of that little girl. That girl was murdered. And it's really disgusting to me that you've got people out here that are using this case for views and clicks. It's so gross. And I will not be participating in any of that. So after this video, like I said, Kokea Jackson will never be ever spoken of again on my channel. And I'm going to continue to go back to what I was doing before, and which I've always done, and keep providing you with facts on this case when things happen on this case. But I don't even want you guys to even say her name in my chat. I'm done with her. I'm done with her. She lied to me. She duped me. And yes, I did see her interview with Injustice last night. I thought, I've spoken with him. And all I can say is that a lot of people have been sending, after, his interview, have been providing proof that they have not gotten refunded their money back. If you have been scammed by Kokea, please email LeakSonline@gmail.com. And I'm going to forward those on. You can also email him too. I think he was asking Injustice. I think he was asking for people to email him any of their receipts, if they did not get their money back from her. So feel free to send that to him as well. Lioness, it's nice to have you in the chat, babe. Thank you for coming and joining. I appreciate you, Lioness. So you guys, for those out there shading me and calling me a white girl and all this kind of nonsense, that stuff don't bother me. Thanks for the free promotion. Okay. Seriously. Doxing my employees shit on Facebook. Thanks for the free promotion. Okay. But what we're not going to do is pretend that threatening someone's physical safety is okay, or threatening to shoot them is okay. You don't do that. It's stupid. You have forgotten what this is about. And this is about Maleah Davis and getting justice for her. So let me see here. At this point, I'm just looking to see if there's really anything. I mean, here's another prime example. I do want to show you this. And shout out to Queen Supreme 369 for actually sending this to me. I don't know if she has already showed this to you guys, but I want to show you a prime example of the clout chasing that's going on right now with this damn case. Okay. You see this woman here? This woman did a picture with this money saying that she's about to go bond Darian Vince out of jail. Free Darian, he's innocent. Like, really? What is it with these people? What is wrong with you people? What is wrong with you people? Like, you guys are going nuts. Now, I want to show this here. Brenda Bowens, the grandmother of Maleah Davis, she absolutely was at the lighting for the city hall when they turned it pink. She was there with the chief. That's the chief of Houston Police, Chief Acevedo. And so for those of you, I want you to also know something else. She has visitation with her grandchildren. Brittany does not even have, she has a no contact order against her. She can't even see her children right now. The two children that are still alive. Brenda, however, has visitation with them. She came to see the pink. She's in pink. She came to see the lighting. And for those of you that keep saying that Brenda lived or Brenda lived with Brittany when Maleah was killed, no, she didn't. I showed you the apartment. I went to the apartment. I did a live from there. And I can tell you for a fact, Brenda wasn't living in that apartment. Brittany lived with Brenda last year when Maleah had that head injury, but Brenda was out of town. when that injury happened. And you can go back and see my video when I went over the CPS documents. And it says all of this. Those are our official documents from the state of Texas. So I don't know why people are out here spreading all of these things and lies that are not true. But this is a fact. Brenda Bowens was not living with Brittany when Maleah Davis was murdered. So, I mean, can you imagine the hate that Brenda and Natasha's getting right now? And just members, just if you were just a member of Brittany Bowen's family, can you imagine the messages that they get in their inboxes? I'm serious. I'm not saying they're perfect by any means. I'm not saying they haven't made mistakes by any means. But can you imagine the hate and the vile that's coming at them? You guys, Natasha lives in a whole nother state. Brenda was not involved in this. Can you guys please stop sending them hateful messages? Those of you out there, you know who you are. Can you stop attacking them? They don't have anything to do with a choice their sister made. Okay? They don't. Now, it's just not okay to attack people like I've been attacked. I know how it feels. And it's just, you guys, we're better than this. We're better than this as people and as human beings. How does the death of a child bring out the worst in people? How does the death of a child bring out scammers and clout chasers? I can't, it's just, it makes me speechless. Seriously. It's draining. Yes, mom of TT Almeida, it's very draining, very draining, very draining. And then you've got people out here doing these live streams, you know, maybe not on YouTube, maybe on Facebook, and, you know, they're name dropping people. Oh, so-and-so, you know, reached out to me directly. He reached out to me. No, he didn't. I talked to that person and I asked, no, he didn't. Why are you lying to people? Why? To make yourself look important. This is not about you. This is about Maleah Davis. This is not about me. This is about Maleah Davis. That's the only thing. And I want everybody to kind of stop with this circus show that's going on and get back focused, please. Can you guys get back focused? Can we all get back focused here? Stop watching Kokea's live stream. She's not providing any substance of anything. Stop, you know, feeding into this stuff. And as I've told you, I made a mistake in interviewing her. I won't be participating in it. If you shade me online, or if you know, do something to me or say something to me online, you best believe I'm not going to respond to you. I'm going to pay you dust. So to the lady that keeps on threatening me and all that stuff, lady, you will never get a response from me because I refuse to give you anything whatsoever. So keep on. Thanks for the promotion, okay? At least with me, I will put some facts out there, not lies. I'm woman enough to come up here and say, I made a damn mistake. Damn, I have to come to all my followers and admit this and say, I made an absolute mistake interviewing this woman. I should have never given this woman any time on my platform whatsoever. And it happens. And all it is, it's a lesson for me in the future on how to proceed further. And I will be very, very much more careful. Lesson learned, it happens. And thanks for all the support from all of you, especially like my closest team. You know, when I came back from Houston and I started getting all of this information about her, you know, could I have checked her criminal record before I went down there? Sure. But it wasn't about that. But knowing now, I probably should have. Yeah, shoulda, coulda, woulda. We can always go back and do that. And believe me, I've been doing that for 2 days, beating myself up. Okay. So it's just, it's what it is. And so I wanted to come here and do this live, and I'm glad everything worked out okay. And so this is what I'm going to say, and then I'm going to go ahead and we're going to drop off this live. I want you guys all to know that my next video regarding this case, I'm going to be showing you some text messages that have been getting leaked all over the place. I know the person that's been leaking them. And these are text messages between her and Brittany. As you guys know, I've told you 1,000 times, and a lot of people weren't paying attention at first. Brittany lied. She said that she didn't even know Maleah was home that morning when Darian Vince brought her home at 7:50 in the morning. She claimed that she left for the airport at 8:30, but Jeanette Gus said they left at 9:30. So I don't know why Brittany keeps lying about her being there that morning while her daughter was there in the house. I don't know why Brittany keeps lying and changing up the times. But one thing I do know, for someone that lies and changes up times, like, you have something to hide. And I want to know what happened in that hour of time while you were home alone with Maleah. Because see, when Darian Vince dropped Maleah off at home, he left and went to work less than an hour later. And I have the surveillance footage of that. He left and he went to work. Brittany was home alone with Maleah. And so, when Brittany sits there and says that she left at 8:30 in the morning to go to the airport, that contradicts what the person who took you to the airport is saying. Okay. Now, here's another thing that I want to mention before I let you guys go. Jeanette Gus has started a nonprofit called Dear Maleah. Brittany lives with Jeanette right now. That's her best friend. I know that Brittany has asked people to set up GoFundMes for her. I have proof of this. And I'm going to talk about this in my next video. So it's a little teaser of what is to come. But I have receipts of Brittany literally asking someone else to set up a GoFundMe for her because she couldn't do it. And you're right, she damn sure can't. Anybody that sees any GoFundMe with her name on it, they're not going to donate. And I find it very disturbing that Jeanette Gus would set up a nonprofit called Dear Maleah. In regards to that Facebook group that Brittany owns, they started a new one called Dear Maleah as well. And so for those of you that know a little bit about nonprofits, please feel free to send to me, any information in regards to how nonprofits work. I've never set up a nonprofit before. I believe, one of my moms, Grandma, was telling me that, you have to have grant writers and you get funds from different organizations to your nonprofit. And what I find disgusting is that Jeanette Gus would set up a nonprofit. Lady, you're Brittany's best friend. Brittany lives with you right now. Right now, Brittany's staying with you at your house. And to top it off, you were around Brittany all the time. You've seen Maleah all the time. Did you not know the abuse was happening? After her head injury last year, when she had to have brain surgery, she had multiple brain surgeries. Maleah had multiple brain surgeries. You didn't suspect any abuse? The audacity of Jeanette to even do that, I find it really disgusting and sickening. I don't trust her at all. Why is Brittany even living with you right now? Seriously. I know you guys are best friends and everything, but come on, really? Did Brittany talk you into making that nonprofit called Dear Maleah? And the reason I'm saying this is I want everyone to know who's really behind that nonprofit. Seriously, Jeanette Gus. And so birds of a feather flock together kind of thing. And being the fact that Brittany lives with Jeanette, I don't think it was really proper for her to be the one to set up a nonprofit called Dear Maleah. Right now, Brittany Bowens is not liked at all. I will admit that. A lot of people are coming for her like nobody's business. But do you, Brittany, really think Jeanette was the proper person to be setting up a nonprofit called Dear Maleah? I don't think so. Not only did Jeanette Gus take her to the airport, I've got receipts saying Jeanette Gus left. They left at 9:30. Brittany lies. Even QX, Quanell X, even in his statement, when he released Brittany as his client, he even mentioned in his statement that Brittany wasn't being truthful about how long she was there that morning with Maleah. She was alone that morning with Maleah. And my question is, did something happen? A lot of people, there's a lot of opinions, feel that something could have happened during that time she was there and that Darian was the cleanup guy. We don't know. But why are you lying about when you left for the airport? The only reason you would lie about that is to cover up something. I also seen something, and this is a little teaser for my next video, in which Brittany says Maleah had blood on her blanket because she used to pick at her scabs from her brain surgery. Brittany, her brain surgery was last year. Okay, last year. Have you not washed her blanket since last year? Because this was Brittany's way of trying to explain why there was blood that matched Maleah's in her apartment. She tried to claim that it was Maleah picking the scabs from her brain surgery. So you don't wash her blanket? She had brain surgery. This was like late last summer. So she went through the whole winter into spring and you never washed her bloody blanket? Come on, you guys, the lies in this case are astounding to me. So I want you guys to all know that I am going to stay focused on justice for Maleah, like I have been doing. And, my apologies to anyone who, took this video I did with Kokea and, may have started supporting her or may have swayed their opinion. That was definitely, not something I intended. And my sincere apologies. Unfortunately, I made a mistake interviewing her. I own it. And there will be lessons learned from it for me. And so I want to thank each and every one of you guys for all of your support. Especially my most closest LeakYou family. You guys are awesome. And I appreciate you. You guys knew the work that went in to getting these receipts on Kokea the last 2 days. And it wasn't just me, my team, Topics with Christy, One Proud Glam Ma. I could go on and on and on and on. And there's even DMs that I've got, I haven't even been able to open and check. I've got so many direct messages on Instagram right now. The best way you can really reach me is on Instagram, honestly. I don't even check Twitter every day. At LeakYou, LeakYou on Instagram. That's the best way to reach me if you have something you need to say. And yes, I am backlogged in my direct messages right now. I'm just, this last 2 days took a toll on me. Really, it did. It wasn't easy for me to come here and click start broadcast because I knew what I had to sit here and say. And I knew what I had to sit here and do. I have built my platform on credibility and facts. So just know that I appreciate each and every one of you, and I will continue to provide credibility or to provide facts only. I'm never going to sit up here and lie to you guys about anything. There's no reason for me to. And so thank you guys again. I appreciate each and every one of you. Please share this video and usually I don't even ask for people to do that. People will see it, they will see it. The reason I'm asking you to share this video is because I want to make sure no one else gets scammed. And I want them to be able to see the receipts that I just provided in this video, especially, so that they can know that I'm not lying, that I'm telling the truth. These are factual receipts, okay? This woman did not purchase these plane tickets. So I want to make sure no one else gets scammed. And that's the only reason why I ask that you guys share this video. Because unfortunately, there's a lot of people that really do support Kokea. And as I can see people getting timed out in the chat, I told my mods, go ahead and ban them if they keep going on after 2 or 3 times. Looks like a couple people have already got banned in the chat. Kokea has, she has some supporters, no question about that. But there's, I think, more people against her than supporters at this point. And this video is in no way an attack upon her at all. This video is only to speak facts and truth and to let you guys know what happened and why you don't see that interview up on my page anymore. I took it down 2 days ago on Monday. As soon as I, got all of these evidence receipts and I started checking and they were checking out, I pulled that video down. I don't want any part of that. I could have easily pulled like a trash, a toxic K or something and just left it up and ignored what everybody was telling me. No, I can't do that. Not in good conscience. And so I will be calling my bank and I will be working with them to try to get my money back. If I don't get my money back, it is what it is. I did something out the goodness of my heart. You don't do that with any intentions to get anything from it. But when you get scammed and when you realize you've been duped and lied to, yeah, I want a refund. So Kokea, if you're watching this, I sent my request for my refund and I want my $151 back, please. Thank you. For now, let me just, as I always do, I'm going to go through, read a few comments in the chat here, and then we'll go ahead and we will end this live. It's okay, LeakYou. People make mistakes. Unfortunately, people want to profit off of this serious case, but we know that your heart is pure, sis. Thank you. Thank you. I appreciate that. Let's see here. Lee Honeywell says, who will support Kokea? When I watched her, I knew she was a liar trying to get money. LeakYou, get your money back, girl. Lee, I will. And if I don't, if like for some reason the bank doesn't give it back to me, I know I did it out the goodness of my heart. And it is what it is. Chop it up, right? But I am going to try. Mama Titi Almeida says, normal good people don't usually scam off of babies' deaths. That's why we all fell for it. Yeah, they don't. I have to admit, this is the first time I've honestly ever seen this. I've never seen anyone, and it ain't just even Kokea. It's other people too. I've never seen the type of circus that I'm seeing right now. This has become a circus. I want absolutely no part of that circus. So really, I don't want any of those people, don't even contact me. I don't plan on collaborating at all. Like, I'm only going to continue to put facts and truth out there. There's only certain people I will collaborate with on YouTube. I don't just work with anybody because of crap like this. It is what it is. Mel Sutherland says, keep doing what you're doing. We know your intentions. If anyone questions that, they can hit that unsubscribe button. Keep doing you, LeakYou.com. Absolutely. Absolutely. Thank you. I appreciate that. Regina Cunningham, don't worry. You will get your money back because God don't like ugly. And that is a serious thing that she's doing, scamming people off their money. It is. It's fraud. It's fraud. And then when you involve, wiring of funds to her account, it becomes wire fraud. Justin Franks asked, what was the $151 for? It was just a donation out the kindness of my heart. That's it. I thanked her for everything she's done for Maleah. You can feel free to go back and see that I showed my receipt during this video. I was just donating out the kindness of my heart. That's it. That's all. Mrs. Meat 37 says, I was really hoping she wasn't lying. I was too. For those of you that are supporters of Kokea, I didn't want to, have to come out and say this stuff today. I would have actually did this video yesterday, but I couldn't go live to save my life on YouTube. Coming to find out, it was a global outage. And that was why, but I didn't want to have to come out and say this. I felt the same way. So for those that are attacking and getting timed out and banned in my chat, just know that I was very supportive of this woman, okay? But when you learn things, even after the fact, you don't sit on them and stay quiet. You put it out there. I can't in good conscience not put it out there. I can't. That's just not who I am. Glaze, you are not supposed to be modding. You are supposed to be resting, please. I made 3 people, mods just to take for you. My only wish, and this is exactly what I'm talking about, says, I installed Cash App due to your video with her, but never sent money. But no, God will bless you accordingly to the works of your heart. That's exactly why I wanted to do this video. The thought that people would support or send money based on my venture view and my video with her, no. I took that down, and that's exactly why I wanted to come and make this video and come and tell you directly from me, don't do that. Don't make the same mistake I did, okay? That's exactly why I wanted to make this video. Thank you for your comment, my only wish. Let's see here. Wow. You guys are too crazy calling that woman Celie. Talking about when Celie from The Color Purple goes to jail, she's going to sing the song, Me and You May Never Part, Maki, da, da. You stupid, Deandra. News with Nene. I knew it was a lie because if she had any valuable info, the police would have sent for her or done a telephone interview. Also, after I heard what her friend mentioned about her getting money was enough. Yeah. Now, keep in mind, when I went to Houston, I didn't know anything about these plane tickets. I learned about that when I met with her at her husband's place of work. That's when I found out about the plane tickets. I had no idea about any of that. Let's see here. That Celie comment. I know, Lynette. That is so funny. Creole kisses to lifestyle. And I think this is a really good comment. I'm only for Maleah. Forget all those folks. Looks like she had nobody. I know. So many people failed this little girl. CPS failed Maleah Davis. Judge Lopez failed Maleah Davis. You do not send a child back into an abusive home because you can't determine which person in the home abused her. And now she's gone. Now she's dead. So Judge Lopez, that's something you have to live with. And that's not an easy thing to live with. So I really hope that Judge Lopez is, thinking about this for any future cases that they preside over. All right, let's see here. I'm going to read one more comment here. Let's see here. Let's see. I'm just kind of choosing and picking because this is how Justin Franks. We're going to leave it on Justin Franks. We're going to do it like this. Well, actually, I'm going to read that chick Chanel's after you. Justin Franks says, I didn't understand. She wouldn't even show proof of the plane tickets. That chick Chanel says, thank you for your integrity and not being like busted Barbie and keeping up the interview. Thank you. No, I can't in good conscience do that. So anyway, justice for Maleah. Justice for Maleah. That's all this is about. My future videos, I will continue to be putting out facts. If I ever get it wrong, I will definitely come and let y'all know that, obviously. But I want to thank each and every one of you for joining this live stream today. I'm really sorry about the technical issues yesterday, but you know what? I don't think it was meant for me to go live yesterday. There's a reason for everything. God does everything for a reason. And, by waiting another day, even more information came out. So everything happens for a reason. And so I want to thank each of you for joining this live. And the only reason I ask that you share it and put out the word is so that other people will not get scammed. Okay. That's the only reason I ask that you share this video. When will I go live again? Give me a couple days, guys. Give me a couple days. I have not only over this weekend, drove to Houston, drove back, was very involved in going to the walk and all that. And then in the last couple of days, this has been going on with Mrs. Jackson. And I need a couple of days before I go live again, unless there is some breaking news in this case. If something breaks with this case, then I will. I will be doing a video on Mr. Byron, Dennis Byron, who was a victim, a cyberbully victim of Trasha Toxic K, who she threatened to shoot him. He's been a respected reporter for over 2 decades. And he did an interview with Alana Brown, who was doxxed on Trasha K's platform of like 500,000 people. This woman experienced, hatred and vile comments, and it was just unbelievable. And this person got doxxed because Trasha K thought it was Lioness of Judah, and it wasn't. And on top of that, Trasha K has been on Instagram creating additional cyberbully pages, calling them her hater pages. And she's been posting pictures of people, hateful comments. I mean, she's a hateful person. So I will be making a video because I want to provide my critique and review on that interview with Alana Brown that Mr. Byron did. And so that will probably be a video I will do and upload, or I may even go live and do that. But in regards to a Maleah Davis video, give me a couple of days. Give me a couple of days. I need to re-energize. I'm depleted right now. I'm drained from this. So anyway, thank you guys. I appreciate each and every one of you. Feel free to subscribe to my channel, and you can catch me on Instagram at LeakYou. I may not follow you back, respond to your DM instantly, back to your direct message instantly, but I get through them eventually. Just give me some time, guys. I'm getting inundated. So much love out to the LeakYou family. I love you guys very, very much. I appreciate all of the support, and until next time.